Yo, today's video is going to be very different to the last few videos that I've uploaded on my channel. It's not a presentation, there's no video tutorials on how to grow your business. Instead, we're playing paddle today. We've got a paddle tournament. Aaron Branch, if you're watching this, shout out to you for putting it on. But yeah, it's going to be more about us just having a good day out. I'm going to meet George for a little bit, a good friend of mine, just to do a bit of work in the morning, early afternoon as well. But most of today is just showing you what it's like to actually not have to be in the office, even though I will not lie to you, it is being in an office on your own mostly for 99.9% of the time. So don't let me glamorize what it's like to be an agency owner. Definitely a lot of hard work. You have to be obsessed, you have to enjoy marketing, otherwise you're not going to be able to compete. But it does earn you the ability to have days like this where you meet other people, you have fun, and you step outside and enjoy the sunshine, hopefully. So yeah, enjoy the video and peace. Yes, broski, how are we doing? What are we saying? We're gonna win paddle today or what?
We're going
Come
to
on, my guy. Good to see you, broski. Doing a bit of work with the big man, George. What up? Gonna get some content. Obviously today mostly is about playing paddle and having fun, but nevertheless, you know, it's a good chance for me and George to get some work done, film some content as well, as always. And yeah, just smash through the day. I'll get a latte, please. I'll get a latte, dude.
Syrup with that?
No, I'll just...
I've got maple syrup. Nice.
Yeah, no, I'm alright, you know, I like it quite plain. Nice one though.
Mediums, Andy.
Po. Nice one, broski. We've got G-Dog cooking up a madness. What are you cooking here, broski?
Doing the El Clasico, which is scrambled eggs, avocado and sourdough toast, and some garlic mushrooms.
Amazing. There we go. Let's go.
Not much action
Nothing
over
to
there.
show just yet, but we'll report back on how the meal tastes. Masterpiece. And the essentials. Let's go. Quick stop off at George's gaff. Just had an amazing, I don't know, what do you call this? A breakfast, a brunch, a lunch, a brunch. Having a quick coffee now and then going to drive to Birmingham and wrap up this game of paddle. Who's going to win? You reckon it's going to be the North? The North. We're doing North versus South versus Midlands, so let's get it. We've just arrived at paddle. A little bit late, it's completely my fault. George and I are late. I was late last time we did one of these Aaron Branch meetups, so I think I'm probably getting a bit of a reputation at this point, but no, it's good turnout. Looking forward to it. Like I said, Manchester versus, well, North versus South versus Midlands. Quite a few of us here, so hopefully we've got a good few experienced players on our team. Fuck knows, it seems like a lot of people have not played this game before and we're all trying to figure out the rules, so yeah, maybe I've got a little bit of advantage. I've played twice. See if that makes any difference at all.
Let's hear it for our winner of the first Start Scale Paddle Tournament, JP.
Is that my fault?
Showing Resh what this camera is all about and how to use it, and I think at this point probably should get an affiliate link. We've just been discussing her business, and actually, if anything, I've probably been dissuading you from starting an agency.
Yeah.
Was it useful?
It was hugely useful. Yeah, I feel like sometimes the truth is right in front of you, but it's hard to see it unless you kind of have it reflected back. So thank you.
The reality is she's already got a very successful business in another industry, and I've just been explaining to Resh that really you don't need to have multiple businesses. If you've got one thing that fulfills you, you know, I think as an entrepreneur you kind of want to start so many different hustles, have different streams of income, but really if you just focus on that one thing and make that absolutely blow up and do the best you can at that probably is a better opportunity. So yeah, we finished paddle, having a few drinks, having some food, got the crew, and yeah, we're gonna have a good night. So Matty's just been telling me that he promised to make content and be consistent. He did it for 3 weeks and he gave up. And he's now talking about getting back into it. And I'm saying, look, we're going to start today. You're going to get you on camera. I'm going to get the camera out. And we're going to start content. So let's talk about what your YouTube channel is going to be. What's it going to be called?
It's going to be called Meta Ads Expert.
Okay. Did you make that up now? Or?
Yep.
Right. That might change. But nevertheless, like, this is his accountability. And how much content are you going to do?
2 videos a week for now.
2 videos a week? I don't even do 2 videos a week. Fair play, I do 1 a week. But anyway, he's being held accountable, so yeah, let's go. Cool, just filming a outro to the video. It's been a really good day. We smashed a bit of work this morning, didn't we, to be fair, which was good.
I got 3rd place in the tournament as well, so I won a bat, which I'm happy about because I was going to buy one. Now I don't have to.
If you couldn't hear that, he said he came 13th. Now, no, George, to be fair, came 3rd. Did well. It wasn't a team, so it wasn't like the North versus the South in the end, was it? It was more individual, but yeah, it was a good day. Finished it with some good food, to be fair, and yeah, very good day, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. So we're on the way back to Manchester, and do you know what? I thought I'd get the camera back out and just speak about something that not anybody in the agency space really talks about, but George and I were just sharing in common, which is like, you have bad months in the agency, and I was explaining that what is a common pattern in our agency is we have really great months, and that usually is followed by some sort of like problem in the business. It could be revenue, it might not be revenue, it might be something else, but you have to be so thick-skinned, and that's not what anybody tells you. And it's not like we make many videos, because it's not something that is glamorized, but it's worth noting before you get into the agency space. And I think if you do have an agency, it's worth knowing that if you're in that same situation, that you're not the only person that has tough months as well. It doesn't matter how good or bad you are at your service. Clients are always going to leave. Your biggest client might end up paying too much on performance fees, and they decide, actually, I want to hire somebody in-house. That's not because you're bad at your service, but when it rains, it feels like it pours, doesn't it, George? And that's kind of how it is. And George was explaining that he's had difficult months as well, where it's been similar, and obviously as the owner of the business, you get paid last. You make sure that your team eat first. But yeah, even speak to that for a sec, George. Take the mic and explain.
Yeah, I think cash flow is king in an agency, so being able to manage that cash flow, and especially if you deal with, like I was just telling Paul about some projects that we have where clients will pay 50% upfront and then 50% on the completion, but sometimes as an agency owner you want to pay yourself quite well, and you might not be managing the cash flow of the business that well, and I've learned the hard way of doing that, and then it has to come out of my own pocket. So yeah, I think just having the pipeline is what really saves the business. If you do lose clients, or something happens within the agency, then you're able to quickly bounce back from that. It's having the resilience to be able to act quickly on whatever that problem is and find out what the root cause of it is. Why are your clients maybe dropping? What is the problem with that? And it might be fixing some internal processes, making sure the team's informed of like the service delivery and the level that you want them to deliver to. And sometimes you are the problem as well. This is what I found. I don't know if you found that sometimes, that actually you've took your eye off the ball. And
it's always your fault in some way, though, even if it's not your fault. What separates a successful entrepreneur to somebody who isn't successful is just learning from these difficult situations. Cool, hopefully you've enjoyed that video. It's probably a longer video than some of the others. Look, this content game is still new to me, so please do let me know how we can improve it. I know sometimes I watch other people's videos and I think it's either too entertaining or too much entertainment, not enough value, or vice versa. I'm trying to give you a mix. I'm trying to make videos that I think would be useful and also entertaining and I enjoy to watch. So yeah, let us know. If you did enjoy the video, subscribe. There's more content to come. Next week I'm going to post a video talking about the new way to scale Facebook ads in 2025. So if you've got an e-commerce business, make sure that you stay tuned for that video. And if you like seeing more of this behind the scenes type of content, then there'll be another video on this in a couple of weeks as well. Peace.